Okay, so the objective here is going to be to show how to use the first derivative test to determine minimums and maximums. And so we'll start with the basic understanding. Basically, so I'll write this out. Basically, if you have a function f of x, so if we have f of x, and we draw f of x like this. So here's my graph axes, and my function f of x is going to look something like this. This is my function f of x. We can say that when f prime, or the derivative of f at x, is negative, then f, our original function, is decreasing. When f of x is equal to 0, then f is constant. And when f prime of x is positive, then our original function f is increasing. And so what does that mean? Well, let's look at this graph of f of x, and let's look at what the slope is. So remember, f prime of x, this is the slope of f. And so if the slope is negative, that's all this area right here. So x is negative, so we have a negative slope here. And we'll say it goes all the way to some point a. We can see that f is decreasing. Our function f is slowly starting to decrease. After that, the slope f prime is roughly about 0 all the way to a point. Let's call that b. And so we would say that here, in this region right here, f is constant. And if we look at the right side of the graph, we can see that f is positive, or f prime is positive. And we can see f, our original function, starting to slowly increase. And so if we were to write this out, we would say that f is decreasing here, it is constant here, and it is increasing here. And the interesting thing to note is how that reflects in the derivative. Here, we would say that f prime of x is greater than 0, or it's positive. Here, we would say that f prime of x is equal to 0. And here, we would say f prime of x is less than 0. And so therefore, we might say that our decreasing interval is from negative infinity to that point A right there. That's this whole region right here. Our constant interval is from A to B. That's this interval from here to here. And that's where the function f is holding constant. And our increasing interval is from b to positive infinity. And that's from here to here, where the function f of x is slowly starting to increase.